Hi everyone. I don't think this is going to be a very exciting video. Perhaps. Maybe to some it may be. I enjoy these kind of videos. But my Bison Tallow soap is by far my most popular soap. Matter of fact, I have to make it about once a week just to keep up so that I constantly have some curing on the shelf, because people will come in and buy 10 or 20 bars at a time, and it just goes really quickly. Matter of fact, I have an order in for another big mold because I'm going to start making double batches of it, and maybe triple batches soon. It would be less work, I think, to just do it all at once than to make it, remove it from the mold, and then start over again. Sometimes it'd be nice, just to do it all at once. One of the things that I have found is if I just take some cardboard boxes and put them level with this, it just makes it all, cutting it all, much smoother. Except for when that happens. I've actually seen people using these loaf splitters that have multiple wires, and it cuts all the loaves at once. So I imagine at some stage I'll probably move to something like that. Now, I do have one big I've got a couple of wholesale accounts that I do. These are also known as white label accounts. Folks that buy my soaps and then sell them as their own. And that has increased, of course, the amount of soap that I have to make by, multiple fold. And I've also got another potentially big one that's coming on board, and the tools that I use the tools that I'm using kind of have to evolve too, and that's what I'm realizing. I don't want to be a big, giant company. There are some very successful soapers out there that are doing incredible things and doing great, big, wonderful business. That looks very stressful to me. It's not for me. I know that's for some people, but I like being small, and I do have to weigh the options with every time somebody asks if I can make them a large order, a custom order. I have to measure that by several different standards that I have to look at, because at any point that it's not fun, that it becomes more stressful to do it, then I don't want to do it, This I love. And I could make this soap every day and be happy with it. Why? Because look how simple it is. It is tallow and water, right? So that is so easy for me to do. It has its own challenges, of course. You have to cut it quicker, or otherwise it's impossible to cut. But if I had to do like 100 bars of something with a pink swirl and lavender essential oil and something with green swirls with rosemary and 100 of these and 100 of those, all of a sudden it's not quite fun anymore. It becomes much more work. And that's a challenge. That's a challenge any of us in this business. Listen, I'm never going to whine about doing well or having successful business. It's allowed me to make purchases of certain equipment, which I haven't even had an opportunity to show you all yet. I've shown you the soap molds and things but there are other things that I've added. I actually now have a bath bomb press, unlike a hydraulic one. No, not hydraulic. What do you call it? Yeah. Uses a compressor. And I have other pieces of equipment, which I'll be showing in upcoming videos. But these aren't toys, and they're not things that I got just for the heck of it. They're things that I already am doing, and it's just going to simplify that. So you have to, of course, weigh the need, and hang on, let me get the cutter, the bar cutter, but you have to weigh it out and decide, do I want to spend that money on growing the business and doing things that will increase and bring in more business, or do I want to just level out the business where it is? And that is the line that I have to learn how to be aware of sooner. So I normally clean this between every soaping that I do, but the last soap that I did was just one of these yesterday. So that's what it was cut with. So it's exactly the same soap, same color, same ingredients. So I didn't bother to clean it because, other than like I'm doing now, just cleaning the wires off and wiping off the tray a little bit. And that's more to just make it easier for me, smooth it out a little bit. But I say if you want to grow, you can. That's one of the things that I've learned, is that if you want it to happen, it'll happen. You just have to put the work in. And in some ways, that's just the opposite of what I want to do. I don't want to put a whole lot of more work in. It has to, see, these are already getting hard. I should have already cut these. And these are the big 6+ ounce bars that I cut. That is pretty much my standard now, are very large 6 ounce plus size bars. I want to give people a value, and I want to give them something that will last longer. If you're paying for it, you don't want something that's just going to disappear on you. Of course, these are, because they're pure tallow, these will last longer anyway. They're naturally harder. But I just feel like it's important to give people as good a value as I can while still making a profit. And that can be, again, challenging to gauge. What is a profit, right? Depends on what you want out of life, I think, and what you're worth. Only you can determine what your value is and what your work is valued at. I value my time very much, because when I'm doing this, I'm not spending it doing the other things I love, which are my animals and spending time with them. Of course, they do get a lot of my time and attention, but you have to measure those things and decide which things deserve the most of your time and your efforts and your money. And I will tell you, I am no expert in this area. Even at my age, in my 60s, I am still learning what I need to do. In case you're wondering why I have a purple thumb, it was something so silly. About a month and a half ago, I guess, I was moving a table and decided I wanted a thinner thumb and just slammed it between the table and a door frame, and I ended up with that. It's almost grown out, and it'll be gone in a few weeks, hopefully, because it was way back here and it's moved forward as those things do. Anyway, yeah, I'm babbling. But I love doing this. This is something that I find so therapeutic. When I say therapeutic, I mean that. It helps me to relax. When I'm doing something like cutting bars of soap, I'm in a zen sort of a spot. And really, I mean that. Now, normally, I'm not talking. Today is a little bit different. I'm spending time with you, my friends, here while I do this. But normally, I'm, like I said, I just made some yesterday and it's been cut, or day before. And tomorrow I'll probably make one more of these. Then I can take a break, make a different soap, then come back and do, because these, like I said, these are my largest seller. And even some of my wholesale customers are buying these and reselling them. I have to tell you, too, just between you and me, and well, they could be watching this video. I don't know that they would have the time to do it, but at least one of the people that wholesale from me double the price of the soaps I sell them. And they charge a fee that, they perceive a different value than I do. I don't know how people, and this is a lot of businesses. I think it depends on your market, right? If you're in a major city, I'm sure that you can ask for more money than you can like in a small market town like I live in, right? Here, there are a lot of people here that don't have a whole lot of money. Etsy makes it kind of a challenge, selling on Etsy. Now, I love Etsy, and I love the benefits of selling on Etsy, but there are some things that people aren't aware of that customers don't think about, and it's like Etsy's free shipping. Well, you don't have to use their free shipping model, but but when you do use the free shipping model, they give you better placement in their search algorithms. And that's something they admit to. That was part of their marketing when they said, hey, if you add free shipping, it will help your rate your algorithm in our search results so that people can find you easier, blah, blah, blah. And so in a way, they're saying, do it or it'll be harder for people to find your products. So, but when you there is no such thing as free shipping, okay? No matter where you buy a product, you are not getting free shipping. You may think you're getting free shipping, but you're paying for shipping because the shipping companies still have to get paid to move that item. And so they're still having to charge the person selling the item for that shipping. Unless the shipping companies ever start giving their shipping away for free to people like me, there's not going to be such thing as free shipping. All free shipping means is that the shipping price, in an ideal world, is figured into the price of the item. So that means that all the items that me and other sellers have to sell, we have to charge more for them than we might if you were down the street and buying from me at a market. That's because I have to pay for shipping to get it to you. And now, the free shipping only applies to purchases of $35 or more. So a lot of my sales are under that $35 mark. So, that's not a problem. The customers are actually paying for the shipping. But there are some customers who go, you know what, I don't want to pay shipping, so I'm going to spend $35 so that I get free shipping. But again, they're not really getting free shipping because the shipping is being added into the price of the items. It has to be. So that means that, I guess in essence, there are no free lunches in life. Well, no, that may not be true. I'm not going to say there aren't free lunches, because there are such things as free lunches without expectation. But I think even those are becoming rare. Anyway, I'm babbling on and on and on. I just thought you might want to come along with me to cut soaps. I live alone, so when you all are here with me, I tend to, and I call the camera you all. I'm assuming somebody's going to be watching this. So to me, you're here, and we're just friends, and we're just chatting. So sorry if I went off on a tangent about shipping. But anyway, I need to get these cleaned up and get these on the shelf to cure. And then I'll be back with another video for you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.